Laura Templeton with 30 Second Success, back again with another tip on how to utilize chat to increase your brand communications and start attracting the ideal clients that you want and save some time by leveraging ChatGPT and putting it to work for you. So one of the things that I shared yesterday was just the importance of downloading all those conversations. How do you manage them when you're starting to build a real good portfolio of content that you've created and you don't want to lose it? Right? But it's also sometimes very difficult to go through all those conversations. So I shared a little tip about how to create tags in that conversation to help you with that. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, definitely go and check that out. And then one of the things that I touched on at the very end was how to export your files so that you can back them up and always have them and never lose them. So what I want to do today is just share you the result of clicking that export button. So let me share my screen. And if you remember correctly, in the chat, there we were on this screen here and it said export data. So we clicked on export data. And what happens when you click export data? They say it takes about 24 hours for you to receive the information. Currently, it's taking just a few minutes, really. So one of the things I highly recommend is making sure that you export your data at least once a month, if not once a week, if you've got a lot of data and you're doing a lot of good work in chat and it's giving you great content to use. This is one of the things that I highly recommend. Make sure you are backing that data up regularly. So when you hit that export, it is going to take you to your email and you're going to see the file that says OpenAI, ChatGPT, your data export is ready. So when you open that up, all you need to do is hit the download data export, which I've actually already done. And when you've done that, the biggest thing to remember is to make sure you know where it's downloading to, right? So when I'm just going to stop sharing that screen and I'm going to share another screen so you can actually see what the file looks like. So in my file folders, right, in my download folders, there's a zip file. And this zip file actually contains all of the exports. You can actually see over to the right, I've actually have another export that I did on 9/19, and it's in a zip folder, but I renamed it to make it easier for me to find. I'm always renaming files just so that they make more sense to me if I'm not ready to move them out of my download just yet. So in this download folder, what you're going to find is a lot of files with the extension JSON. So if you want to look at your conversations in this, and it will give them to you in a very cryptic format, right? You get all of the, it's text, get the word for it. So my apologies. It is definitely a content rich, but it's done in giving you all of the computer lingo, right? So it's really giving you that file. It's which is difficult to read sometimes. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm over here is actually going into the Chrome extension, and it gives it to you in such a nice format to consume. So I like the Chrome extension. And here it is, this whole everything that it's given you up to date. And each conversation is segmented. It is sectioned out. So you'll see, like, this was a very long conversation. Here's a shorter whoops, sorry, I'm moving a little fast here. Let's see if I can get you to a shorter conversation so that you can see how it actually, the whole conversation is in one block, right? So the conversation that I started here was prompt creations, giving some instruction, then it gives me my answers from ChatGPT. Then I actually put more information. I love that it identifies who this section is about, like the user, ChatGPT's response, the user again, and then the next response, and then it highlights things. So just remember some of these little characters. What I love that it shows that these little hashtags here actually means that this, if you were going to use this, you can highlight it, right? So it tells you what's going to be bolded, what should be highlighted. It carries over a lot of those pieces into here. It makes it easier for you to utilize. So this is a great way to download everything so you have it in one place. You can cut and paste it. It is in a Chrome Chrome extension. So if you wanted to go ahead and copy this into a Word document so that you have it, here's one that I created and asked it to give me um, a the SE codes in a word cloud. I was looking for a word cloud. Didn't quite give me exactly what I wanted, but it gave me some great words here to play with. So it's always fun to play and see what it gives you back. And yeah, I'm happy to share this. If you have questions, if you want to know more about utilizing ChatGPT to leverage your communications and really start to up level what you're putting out into the world, hit me up, Laura Templeton, 30-Second Success. Would love to share some of the things that I'm doing for clients to help them get more um, eyes on their work, eyes on the things that they're doing, how to use ChatGPT to attract your ideal client, using chat to help you research those clients, understand what they need to hear from you, and then put it out there to the world. I'm Laura Templeton with 30-Second Success. Thank you so much for being here. If you have a question about ChatGPT that you want me to answer, drop it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.